Get Into Gate, a special bonus episode this week. It's bonus. It's time to go to the hairy mailbag because we haven't done this for a couple of weeks, and the mailbag's really filling up. But so are our episodes. We've been discussing them at greater length. And as much as we enjoy doing a longer show, and I'm sure as much as you guys love listening to it, we also don't want you having to, listen to a 2 or 3 hour podcast if we're going to get to the whole mailbag.
But the mailbag is just, I mean, as Jack says in a couple of weeks, I could blow here any minute.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. It's if we don't empty it now.
Now, Reese, I know that sounds like a funny joke. Jack actually does say that line, though. So, out of context, it'll sound weird. Even in context, it's a little bit questionable. But we'll get. But I mean,
if we don't sort of release the load now, we could do ourselves a serious injury.
Yeah.
So
permanent.
It's time for the Get Into Gate
Hairy Mailbag
Special.
Good stuff.
Very
well
nice.
done. Well done.
As bloody low pitch Maddie's back.
First time you guys have complimented me in like 2 months.
This is great. It's only one, mate.
We're not keeping track. Sorry, mate.
Well, I did get a request on Patreon.
What was it?
From Tyson Johnson.
Right.
He's going back through our
bloody
podcast.
legend.
He missed it the first time, but he heard low pitch Maddie.
Oh, g'day, Tyson. It's low pitch Matty here. How you going? Sorry.
What do you love?
I was just outside the studio because I was watching a bit of footy on my phone. Just get my tips in.
Oh, yeah.
And then
Speaking of getting your tips in.
And speaking of getting my tips in, my missus was out there as well. And,
one of them.
I mean, she's only human, so.
So Tyson's requested that you do the entire podcast as low pitch Matty.
Oh, I don't know. If I can keep that up, but I'll.
I don't know if my voice is capable.
Fucking truth, I'll give it the old try, eh? Yeah. All right. G'day, I'm low pitch Matty.
All right, what do we got?
Welcome to Get Into Gate.
What's at the top of the mailbag?
Well, for me, this one goes back to February 20, actually.
Jesus.
It's an iTunes review, and the system that gives me the emails broke down for a while. So.
Yeah, no, bad tradesman always blames his tools, mate.
Well, I can't get on the US iTunes, so.
Oh, and yet here you are.
Yeah.
With the review.
You got into the tradesman's entrance, eh? Hey?
Oh, yeah. Bloody low pitch.
Go on, low pitch.
Yeah, fucking A.
This one's a 5-star review from Scott 1885 from USA. Okay, so Australia and Stargate never clicked in my mind as the perfect pairing, but like Walter and a chevron, it's a lock.
Oh,
great. One of the best.
Oh.
Yeah, like Maddie said, the mailbag is full.
Yeah.
I've got another 5 of them to come. So.
Yeah, bring it. Bring us a couple more, mate.
A couple more right now?
Yeah.
Wait, all right.
I love hearing how good we are.
Yeah. Rip in, mate. Rip in.
All right.
Did you hear Get In The Gate this week? Yeah, they did mailbag. What was it like? Well, they spent the first couple of minutes just talking about how good they were. I mean, they are, but,
They're fuckheads.
Wait, that's pretty much our whole podcast. Listen to us.
If we're not talking about how good we are, we're reminding you how good we are.
Also, we've got a Patreon page. Sign up.
Yeah.
Give us money for how good we are.
High pitch Matty stepped out though. He's not down. He's not down for all that self-flagellation bullshit. But when it's just us blokes, fucking rip in,
Oh, 5-star review on iTunes. Come try ya.
It's good already.
This is by T0A5T.
Russian bot.
Which I believe spells toast.
Okay.
All right.
From the USA.
Thought it was binary.
Found you guys randomly on iTunes. I too am a veteran Stargate SG-1 and Atlantis fan and rewatched some episodes. Like Divide and Conquer, The Fifth Race, Meridian, Abyss, Heroes Part 1 and 2. Always gets me in the feels.
Mm-hmm.
Reese, enjoy your journey.
Thank you, sir.
And everyone else, I'm right there with you, rewatching almost all episodes. I refuse to watch anything that has Hathor in it. Anyways, I love the banter between all 4 of you. Keep up the great work. You guys literally have me laughing out loud. And no, I don't care how I look to my co-workers. Also, I'm running out of episodes to listen, so get into it. Pretty please.
Get into
Thanks in advance.
Get into it.
Get into it, mate.
Oh, thanks, Toasty.
Thanks, Toast. I'm
Thanks,
trying to think.
Toasty.
Sorry. I was trying to think of a toast pun, but I couldn't think of one. So.
Oh, burnt out.
Oh, that'll do.
Come on, you toast. If any, like, why not?
Moving right along, I've got a Facebook a review here from old mate Aaron Percival. Perso, as I like to call him. Perso?
Huzzah.
Yeah, Perso. He says... it actually hurts.
Actually, hurts physically or emotionally?
Oh, I'm a bloke. I don't have emotions. So Perso says, really enjoyable podcast. The premise is fantastic and it offers a really nice introduction to the show. I'm making him sound like he's fucking retarded, but anyway. The gang are really funny, the discussions are great, and overall just such a great way to spend some time. And some loser named Mitch Lewis has liked that post, so he's obviously,
Fuck that guy.
just fucking up himself, really.
Thanks, What'd you call him? Perso?
Perso.
Thanks, Perso.
Perso.
Legend, familiar name.
Rip in, mate.
Welcome to the team, guys. Just thanks for the reviews. Look, everyone's looking at me like I'm a fucking
I thought you
idiot.
had something. That's all.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I don't.
Yeah.
No,
Oh, okay.
as usual.
No, all right. Well, I've got one here from Maddie's favourite, Bobby Reedy.
Bobby, you fucking amazing cunt. I don't know.
You held that effort so long.
Well, I know this shithead was going to fucking bleep me, so I've got to try and squeeze him through.
So Bobby Reedy's got a question for all of us.
Rito.
Reedy. First up, he says, thanks for the great run of podcasts this year. Thanks especially for the Origins episode. Reese's rant was epic.
Oh.
And hearing you guys shit
I like
on
how you're reading this out.
It's funny how Reese has got this one.
and hearing you guys shit on it for over an hour was extremely cathartic.
Oh, mate,
Fucking get a dictionary, you cunt.
mate,
I thought it said Catholic. I'm like, what?
it's not the first time I've taken a shit for an hour. You know?
How much did you pay her?
What was that last word?
Cathartic.
There you
Oh.
go.
Good.
Okay. So,
Got it out.
question for Maddie. Just says Maddie, so it doesn't say high pitch or low pitch. I guess low pitch can take it.
Well, mate, I don't take it. I give it.
Oh, low pitch. Where have you been?
You're my new favourite member of Getting to Gate.
Oh, mate, I've got
Maybe at the end of season 5 we can ditch high pitch Matty for low pitch Matty.
Everyone tells me how much they love my member, mate. All right, fire away with your little fucking questions.
All right, low pitch Maddie. Do you think there were any redeeming qualities of Origins?
Oh, me personally, no.
What about high pitch?
But I know that little pansy high pitch. What he'd say is
Hey, he's not a pansy. You leave my mate alone.
he'd say, "You want to fucking go outside?
Do it, mate.
Do you want to step outside,
Fucking
mate?
do it. Oh, let's fucking do it, mate.
You, me, car park now."
Toe to toe. Let's go. Divide and conquer.
Anyway, old mate, high pitch. He'd probably say no, but he does inspire some pretty good fucking poetry. You know, but me being a bloke, fucking hate poetry.
Me being a bloke
That's some of that.
as opposed to high pitch.
That's some of that queer shit. That poetry. Fuck that.
All right. Bobby Reedy asks Mitch.
Oh.
Like you, he hasn't watched the series in about 10 years. What have been some of the things you've enjoyed rediscovering?
Gee, I think on this rewatch, I know I've
My
said
tooth, obviously.
it. I think I said it a fair few weeks ago now, but on this particular rewatch, I'm not as in love with Daniel as what I was, I think, last time. I've always thought of Daniel as being just
Because
this.
he's a bloke, mate. You can't be in love with him.
Well, sorry, low pitch. Sorry,
This is low pitch.
getting political.
Strong views.
I think he's a lot more condescending than what I remember, and so I'm like, I find myself getting a lot more irritated with Jackson this time around. Again, we're only 3.5 seasons in, but yeah, I think that's the main thing that I've taken out of it anyway. And that a lot of things are happening far earlier in Stargate SG-1's 10-season run than what I remembered. Like there's been character deaths or story arcs that I would have thought happened in season 7, season 9 and things like that. So
yeah.
I'm actually, it's like I'm heading towards the final seasons as a completely new viewer because everything I remember about this show is almost already happening.
Even the Zat didn't come in till like season 2. Expecting that way sooner.
Yeah.
Especially because how
The staple.
how often it comes in from now on. I thought Teal could have been talking about it non-stop.
Yeah.
Well, if we had a Zat Nickel,
Oh, that's it? Yeah, cool.
just like whatever he would normally say.
yeah. Just
Usually Daniel would cut him off.
Insert quote here.
The condescending prick. That's why.
Brendan, Bobby Reedy asks you, you'll love this one because it's got to do with me. How much are you looking forward to Reese's reaction to the episode with the golf swing?
Don't care.
Classic.
No, I am. I absolutely, because the one with the golf swing is one of my favourite episodes. So, and it's I think it's ranked number 1 in IMDb.
What is it?
So ranked equal number 1 on IMDb.
Which episode is it? Sorry.
The one with the golf swing.
Right, okay.
I'm not allowed
cool.
to tell you what it is.
Right.
Window of opportunity.
Thank you.
Oh, look, enough with this golf bullshit. Let's talk about football. I mean, that's a man's game.
Real man.
Yeah. I mean, that's,
Low pitch man.
I mean, I'm not into dudes, but I do like watching them, just wrestle about on the ground and get all sweaty
Yeah. Who doesn't?
in
Who
little
doesn't?
in little shorts and skin tight tops.
Yeah, as long as they got football.
I mean, the missus loves all that. I don't. No.
Said you did, but. And Bobby asked me, what are some of the storylines that I'd like to see expanded on in the next few episodes/seasons?
Go on then.
Well, no Shara, obviously.
Well, yeah, thank God. Thank Apophis.
Maybe you want to see Martouf and Carter get together.
Yeah, no one wants to see that. No, I'm really keen to see the Furlings and the Ancients. Really looking forward to when they come into it. Hopefully they do. But yeah, just the expansion of the discoveries and carrying on from Torment of Tantalus, and I hope there's more discoveries like that of
Meaning of life stuff.
Absolutely, the larger universe sort of thing. So.
Do you like that meaning of life stuff, Low Pitch?
Oh, it's a bit too fruity for me. But
What's the meaning of your life, mate?
watching football and banging bitches.
Say no more. I'm moving in.
I mean, Plus, you need a bottle of Bundy just to,
That's a rum for our international listeners.
Yeah. Australian rum, right?
Bundaberg rum.
Yeah.
Not just any Australian. Queenslander.
Don't know why there's a fucking polar bear on it though.
Drop bear, mate.
Have
They're
you
not
been
from-
to Bundaberg, mate?
They're not from Queensland.
drop bear.
They didn't grew here. They flew here.
Go home, polar bears. Bobby says, looking forward to the end.
I think Low Pitch is running out of fuel.
He needs another Bundy.
Yeah, just need another Bundy, mate. Yep.
Bobby Reedy says, looking forward to the end of the season roundup and episode scoring next week. Oh, this was from a while ago.
Sorry, Bobby.
Sorry, Bobby.
No, like
you
I said.
don't all get to release your as much as
Yeah,
I do. So
we haven't opened our bag for a while.
yeah, mate,
Um,
daily. You got to do it daily, mate.
And he asks about the has Reese been paying attention segment. I mean,
Yeah, and I did reply to Bobby saying that it came back for the season review.
yeah. So we're doing like a half season, end of season.
Well,
paying
I've
attention.
just been lazy.
Yeah, no, we understand that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, because you do so much research.
you
for
didn't
the show.
you didn't put a lot of effort into your questions in the first place. If I'm going to be honest, but
I'm paying you out,
I
but
got him off Stargate Command.
I probably I'm paying you out for your research, but I probably do the least amount.
You write 3 lines per episode.
Reese,
Legit.
hold my beer.
I don't know. Mitch actually edits the podcast.
Yeah, that's true. I literally.
At least
don't
you
do
watch
anything.
the shows.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and we wouldn't be us without me.
Wow.
Wow.
We have
I
been.
still-
We have been
Yeah,
in
we totally
our
have been.
most listened to episode.
Yeah.
But you couldn't be a part of that for
Yeah,
spoiler reasons, so.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say it wasn't you guys that brought the listeners in for that one.
Oh, it was Stargate Origins,
Yeah,
obviously.
absolutely. Cheers, Bobby from Ireland. P.S. Top of the morning to ya, Sherlock potatoes.
don't look at me. I don't know those fruity fucking accents. Actually, speaking of fruity accents, I can't read this one. I'll have to get high pitch into to read this one. All right. Oi, you little fag! Get over here!
Jeez, he's loose.
I just gotta step outside and get my tips in, if you know what I mean.
I'll tell you what. I think our swearingest guest is definitely Lincoln, but low pitch is
low pitch,
really
yeah.
controversial.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, hi guys. Sorry, I was just outside.
Yeah,
What's,
thank God.
Get your tips in?
What? What
You-
are tips?
You might have got a tip in, but
In your bum.
yeah. Big glad you weren't here because you would have been really offended by everything that
Yeah.
Low Pitch just said. It goes against pretty much everything that you stand for.
I can't stand that guy.
Yeah.
Oh, does my head in. We got nothing in common. Absolutely nothing in common. And he's just rude all the time. I don't. Yeah.
He's very opinionated. Pretty funny, but
Look, that's what. Look, I'm happy to leave the room.
yeah.
So he can come in, but
Look,
I just don't want to be around him.
I think we can all agree he's one of those guys that's good in small doses, a bit like Vegemite. You can't spend all day with him, but you can have a couple of beers and go, I've got to go home.
Oh, I can't even have one drink with him, mate. Oh,
Yeah.
ridiculous.
It's like, you want to come over? No. Got a thing.
Gotta watch Netflix.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I've got to get educated and learn a language. Sorry, mate.
Do some accents.
So I've got an email here from Holly. Now, I always mispronounce the last name. I always say Maneri, but what is it?
I believe it's Munnery.
Okay, I'm gonna go with that.
Monterey.
Oh, Holly from Lonnie.
Change approved.
Yeah.
All right, so she's written us in. Hey, gents, just wanted to let you know I've
Well, that's
smashed...
high.
Wow, that is so
that's
high. Are you
high.
trying to compensate?
It's Holly! Sorry, I've got to find the right balance.
Gotta find the right
Oh,
plan.
suddenly having a okay. Just wanted to let you know I've smashed out your season 1 reviews and loved it. But one piece of feedback that I really must share with you all.
Please do.
For the longest time, I honestly thought you all gave poor Maddie too much of a hard time, aside from Roseanne. He loves a strong female lead. I also agree Star Trek and Voyager in particular is the bomb. And who doesn't love a bit of Gilmore Girls or Madam Secretary? And I don't even completely disagree with his enjoyment of emancipation. That's all she says. No, okay.
Well,
That's all she says.
I know it's not your fault, but you did read it. So that's a Star Trek quote for me.
No.
That's a box of shame.
Just wait, because you'll like this next part. So, I don't even completely disagree with his enjoyment of emancipation. And then he shit all over there, but for the grace of God. Maddie, if I had a hate list, you would be on it.
Whoa!
In fact, you might even inspire me enough to make one.
Oh, great call, Holly.
Wow.
Otherwise, great season. Looking forward to listening to the review of season 2. And then she says, and Brendan will love this one, P.S. I still actually love you, Maddie, even though I didn't realise you were on the spectrum.
No, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
So thank you, Holly.
No, we are pretty hard on Maddie, but I mean, Brendan and I have grown up just absolutely smashing each other for so
Yeah.
many years, and we do
Not
try.
in the bum.
No.
Don't
No,
get
no,
that
no.
wrong.
In the mouth. No.
You suck my dick.
Jeez, you guys are lucky low pitches in here.
Nah, plenty of banter, and we try to encourage Maddie to just I was gonna say
Just keep it Stargate.
smash us back. But
See, you guys are different. You
We're-
guys had brothers growing up,
yeah,
and you guys are the oldest siblings. I was the youngest of 3 siblings, and I had 2 older sisters.
yeah.
So there was just
There
catty,
was
bitchy,
A lot
emotional.
of tampons
Yeah.
around.
Yeah. I mean, mate,
A lot of used tampons.
1 week of every month was a hell.
mate, ages 10 to 15, it was me, my 2 older sisters, and my mum. So once a month, it was like gorillas in the mist had turned into Congo. I just had to keep my head down and my mouth shut, or I would get it ripped off.
You grew up with 2 sisters and your mother, and yet you still feel comfortable referring to it as gorillas in a mist.
Well, I had to assimilate. I had to become one of them to survive.
So you're like the Borg?
became
That's why my voice is like this.
the great white ape.
Yeah. Ape together, strong.
Had to be a Tokra
Mate.
operative.
Assimilate or die, basically.
Oh, I've got.
I still reckon that's a box of shame. I don't know. I'm throwing it out
No,
there,
that was
guys.
Holly. That was all Holly.
Well,
I didn't bring it up.
how about that's one then?
Wait, so if you guys had read that from Holly,
Obviously, that would be fine.
that's ridiculous. We've got a 5-star Facebook review from Colby Latham. He says, the Stargate SG-1 podcast I've been waiting for. Perfect blend of episode analysis, nerd knowledge, and great jokes between a group of friends. Love it, and please don't stop. Very lucky Low Pitch didn't read that one either.
Why is that?
Why do you think that?
Oh, because he says don't stop, and Low Pitch never stops. I tell you.
I feel uncomfortable with the use of the word analysis. I feel like that's reserved for...
Because it's got the word anal in it?
Is it because it's too many syllables for you? Or...
Yeah, I just...
I feel that Maddie
Lopez.
analyzes a lot of it.
Oh, I get right up in there.
Like, I think geek knowledge definitely applies to jokes between friends. I just feel analysis really sounds like we're really crunching the numbers, doing a lot of pre-production, like we're in here 3 hours before each show.
I just see analysis as
we analyse the episode.
Yeah. Oh, no, I think
Like,
we
we get-
analyse. I just feel like analysis. I'm like, don't give us that kind of credit.
Analysis is a synonym for analyse. So
Yes, I get that, but I'm like, I'm comfortable with the verb of like analysing
Synonym?
something, but yeah. So hang on, so SY, yeah.
synonym is a synonym for also. Yeah, I think we give our point.
we'll try and
points
have
of
fun,
view.
but every now and then we'll dig down and we'll analyse. Like Bloodlines, we got a bit deep talking about Jackson shooting up the Primtar barrel.
yeah.
Sometimes we get deep into philosophical stuff, but we try and keep it.
And
light
our
fluffy.
demons chat, like we end up going off on such a tangent, it became a longer episode bonus content
Really,
piece
yeah.
about religion. That's, I think, still my favourite podcast we've ever done.
Absolutely.
And your high-religious wife probably loves it as well.
Yeah, we didn't listen to that one at home.
You were like editing that one like in the shed so she couldn't hear you.
I sent it to the in-laws though, so check this out. On a Sunday morning,
love
preferably.
Send it to Reese and Brendan's uncle.
Oh, man.
Currently Facebook feud. It's got to that awkward point where other members of my family started commenting on it and trying to make peace.
I might tag
Throwing
my
sand on the fire.
Yeah, we all have different beliefs.
I might tag
Hey, he commented on my post.
I might tag my auntie in it. She's a Mormon, so
I've got an email here from the OG. Ash OG. She gives her whole rankings. For last season.
her top 7, her middle 7, and her horseshit 7.
Yeah, so
For season 3.
it's obviously long list, 21.
Well, she did reply to you because she actually did miss an episode. We were emailing back and forth. She realised she forgot one, and then she was gonna reorder it. So if you read out her order, it's not her final order.
Well, I'll give you the bottom 3. So third worst was Seth.
Fair call.
Second worst.
Second worst. Well, she's also got comments after the episode as to why she's got them there. But I'll just
It's, I think, probably the most effort anyone has ever put in,
Yeah.
including the 4 of us.
Absolutely.
Like,
Yeah, I was going to say more
Might
than
share
Mitch,
that
but
on,
definitely more than all of us.
might share that on Facebook.
More than Reese and Mitch.
Second,
They have
absolutely. I can't even
the
number
middle
my
ones
middle
in
section.
Like, literally, you've ordered 3 or 6.
I think season
Well,
14.
14.
I think season 1, Reese rocked up. He didn't have a list, and he just copied yours,
Literally.
and then
put Tin
changed
Man up
Tin
the
Man.
top.
That was it.
We're only a handful of episodes of the season 4 already, and I haven't yet even ordered those into like top to bottom, which I need to start doing because it's going to get like 18 episodes in. I'm like, what
Yeah,
the
but you
frick?
gotta watch 'em.
What the hell was what the hell was that first one about? All
The
again?
good news is there was controversy about our season 3 review. So the good news is that I've created a spreadsheet which I'm going to give out to you because I know that Mitch and Reese don't take this very seriously.
Whoa!
But-
whoa! Correct.
Hey,
go on.
Mate, we're here. We wake up
on.
at 4 a.m.
Wow.
to come
Isn't
here, mate.
Mitch your backup on this? Like, Reese and I are on one side with Ergo. Mitch is your one backup, so I probably wouldn't throw him under
I'm
the
not
bus.
talking about what the results were. I'm talking about our season 4 review. This is what's going to happen in the future.
Oh, so you're changing the rules.
Are you asking us or
I'm
telling
not
us?
changing the rules. I'm making them defined more defined. So I'm going to give
Defining
everyone...
them is changing them, but okay.
Making them definitive.
Well, yeah, that's right. It's
Okay.
still the same rules, but just
Right. well,
concrete.
tell us what you got, mate.
Right,
I got a
okay.
spreadsheet, so you got to order them.
Yeah.
So
Which
obviously,
is changing it from the last 2 seasons.
how so?
Well, we've done well so far. You're just upset because you
Well-
didn't win the 3rd season.
Well, I kind of did.
I feel like we did. Yeah, we
I
did.
feel like
Nah.
I did.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
He wouldn't got the double gold for 2 episodes that he really wanted.
Yeah, the Twitter poll said Ergo,
Yeah.
so he went and made a spreadsheet.
Yeah, changed
Spent
the
4
changed
hours
the
making
rules.
Well, I did
Yeah.
it before the Twitter poll
applied
was
applied
finished.
different numeral numbers, not numeral numbers. Applied a different numerology to the way we score things.
Yeah, because my middle section I didn't score. Mitch's middle section he didn't rank either. So I don't know how you scored them, but it's your spreadsheet.
The order that you said it on the podcast. It's not my fault.
Yeah, before I
It's not
said
my fault you didn't order it, buddy.
before I said it, I said
Yeah.
this is not in order.
And normally
And
we
then I
just
said too fucking late.
and
So you
for
would
the-
have
said
put put Nemesis at the bottom of my middle section.
and for the last 2
Not the top.
seasons, we've just
No,
decided
wherever you
if
put it up
we
the
all
top.
have 3 episodes that we all have 3 episodes in the bottom 3, that'll just be our bottom 3. Like
Yeah.
that's
And then we
But
vote on those bottom 3.
Reese's didn't have new ground in his bottom. He had it in the middle. Around his
He's always
gut.
got new ground in his bottom.
So, that's all I'm saying.
well. Here's all I'm saying.
Foothold 1. Fuck you.
Here's all I'm saying.
Yes.
Let it go.
Yeah. Let it go. Let it go,
It's
Brendan.
not a competition.
I wasn't
mate.
going to bring it up, but you
Mate,
Winding
look,
me up,
go-
man.
look,
you're
look.
winding me up, so I thought, fuck it. Let's,
Yeah, well, now you know
I'll
how
jump on
Maddie
the
feels.
bait.
I've just had that
Some
audio for
fucking
3
Frozen.
weeks that
Now
I've been
you-
wanting to play. That's
Now you know
all.
how Maddie feels when we wind him up, mate.
and so
this is-
next season, it's going to be done properly. Fuck you.
Never bothered me anyway.
The poll never bothered me.
Foothold never bothered me anyway.
This is what happened in the NRL, mate. They're bringing in new
So
rules to
speaking
try and
of
fix
Frozen-
things, and they fucking ruined it.
Yeah, no one cares.
Yeah,
Let it go, mate.
yeah, precisely.
What about,
Anyway, can I get back to
Brendan
Ashley
taking my gear
OG's
again?
fucking email? Thank you.
Oh, yeah,
So
Ashley's
third
email.
worst was Seth. Second worst, New Ground, and the worst of Ash OG's season is Into the Fire.
Fair
Yeah.
call.
She says, "Shit season opener. Only good thing is Hathor's gone for good."
Yes, Ding Dong, the witch is dead.
Absolutely. So at her top 3, third comes in with Legacy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Suck a big fat dick, Matty.
I'm so glad you said that. Because Reese, just
Brendan-
read out the next 2 for me.
Brendan's so upset that we hammered him for his fucking
Just
spreadsheet.
you know what? Just before you read the next 2, Reese.
Yeah.
And Reese, fuck you.
Reese, just before you read number 2 and number 1, because I do know what they are, because
Yeah.
I've read
No.
Ash's email.
So have I.
I'm just gonna step out of the room, and I'll just let Low Pitch just sit in for me for this one, okay? So
Alright.
you guys
Bring him
chat.
in.
Yeah, all right. I'll catch us later.
See you, mate.
Low pitch. What's
Hey,
going on,
hey,
buddy?
buddy.
G'day, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah, mate. So we're just talking about Ashley OG's rankings.
Oh, fuck, she's a sort, I tell you.
third was Legacy. Third was Legacy. Second best was Crystal Skull.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Fuck
talking
you and your crystal skull.
about. Who?
Ooh.
I don't want to know the answer.
High pitch.
Oh, he does give great head. I mean, I never get that from a dude. I'm obviously just joking because that's wrong.
Yeah, that's
God wouldn't allow that.
a guy whose life it revolves around footy and banging bitches, and he believes in God.
Yeah, mate. I'm right the way God made me. All right.
And Ashley OG's top episode of the season is Ergo.
Suck a dick, mate.
I
And
find it
it-
hilarious that you are smashing me, but Ergo was my number 2, which is much higher than any of you other fuckheads.
Which is why we
What do you
don't
mean?
understand.
What do you mean? It's number 1.
Oh, High Pitch gave it.
What?
Number 2, higher than ours.
Yeah, because you had Ergo at 6 or some shit.
High Pitch.
No.
High Pitch did. High Pitch had Ergo at number 6, which is why he was really confused. Like
You had fucking point of view, Reese.
I had
Oh, that was a fucking great episode.
I had
Let's put that as number 1.
Well, see,
your feelings are really hurt.
when
I like my spreadsheet.
when
Leave it alone.
It's fucking shit, mate. Don't ever do it again, or you're out of the fucking podcast.
High Pitch was telling me about it when he took my dick out of his mouth. He said he found it quite interesting that, Brendan was really going to town, even though everyone was happy to give double gold
Well,
to
say
Ergo
everyone.
and Foothold.
Yeah.
We all agreed. Well,
Yeah.
you four cunts agreed. He found it really interesting that, even though that Brendan did have fucking whatever that first one was, and then had Ergo as his second
Foothold,
one.
mate.
Foothold, which, funny
Came
enough,
first.
Ashley OG puts it second last in her middle section. So add that to your fucking spreadsheet. Let it go, let it go.
Yeah, I think, mate, you just need to,
So next season, I'm bringing in the spreadsheet.
So you're changing the rules. All right, fair enough.
If that's what you want to call it, low pitch. I'll change your rules, mate.
Oh,
Mate,
you want to
you want to take this outside?
battle royale outside?
I'm just going to be driving
In the
home,
car
low
park.
pitch, beating the shit out of you two.
It's disrespectful is what it is, and I will not be disrespected.
You're on here as a guest, and he's bloody treating you like this.
So
I
I've
mean,
got another.
I could have gotten a blowjob eating pancakes this morning. I decided to come in here
Pray
instead.
tell.
High pitch had to come in early to record.
You're late, bud.
Oh shit!
Well, Steve-O Bolstridge from Facebook has given us, we're giving you little Muppets a 5-star review. He says, awesome podcast, guys. Always hilarious. Makes me laugh without fail. Well, he's obviously not listened to the early ones then. I've always...
Before low pitch came in.
I've only started listening to the podcast over the last month, and I've now finally caught up. Keep up the great work, fellas. Looking forward to the Window of Opportunity episode.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone's looking forward to this episode. Can't wait to get to it.
Because it's good.
Thanks,
High hopes.
mate. We got a couple just 5-star flat reviews from Jonas Agurbo and Ryan DeSaneri. So, they probably don't blah the English. And it makes sense that they wouldn't leave any comments.
Oh,
There's going to be a few one-star reviews now, I think.
Straight up Aussie.
Bring back high pitch.
Oh, what else we got? What else is in the hairy mailbag? Reach deep down inside it.
Well, I got another 5-star review here on
Oh,
iTunes.
stop it, yeah.
Great podcast! Exclamation point! Exclamation point!
You don't need to say the punctuation. Space. Capital letter.
Jill _up_ Hill from US of A. Anything else?
Full stop.
Capital T for thee. The guys have found. The guys have found a great balance between observation, fandom, and hilarity. Also a blast. It's wrong.
Well, at least they didn't say analysis, otherwise that would have got
Analysis is a blast. Keep
No,
it
I
up.
love it. I love analysis. It's just like when someone calls me a nerd instead of a geek, and I'm like, I don't feel like I'm smart enough to be a nerd, but I appreciate all the same things.
Too much self-doubt, mate.
I'd agree.
Believe in yourself.
you would low pitch.
And guys, I've got one here from the Oztron. 5-star
Brad.
iTunes review. Brad Mull, 83.
I don't like Oztron because I can't give him a fucking nickname, can I? He's already got one.
Try.
Ozzo. He's Ozzo. Ozzo.
Mulsey,
Nah, Ozzo, obviously.
obviously.
Aussie?
Excellence. Not for the weak of bladder. And not for the bus ride home. The crew at Get Into Gate tell it like it is in a very enjoyable weekly breakdown of current episodes. A must listen for any Stargate fan. Brad. Thanks,
Thank
Brad.
you.
Cheers, mate. Hey, what a review.
Cheers, Ozzo.
Can we bring low pitch as much as I enjoy your stuff?
Yeah.
I don't know, I just don't feel like you're as much of a Stargate fan as High Pitch Matty. Am I correct in saying that or not?
Well, they play fucking golf, not football, do they? Don't they? If they played a bit more football,
Yeah.
I might watch a bit more Stargate.
Michael Shanks
You
plays
know?
hockey, ice hockey.
That's what those fairies in the Olympics do, and they twirl around their little life outfits. That's what they do. I mean, those 3 episodes with that bird with the big cans. I watch those ones all the time.
All the time.
All just on repeat.
In the big cans.
But I haven't really seen any other episodes, so that's the only reason I'm here. Really, is because
Yeah, just trying to get your break in
Into radio.
podcasting.
No, High Pitch just said you guys were, in at the start of season 4 with the bird with the big cans, so that's why I just thought
Pop in.
I'd come and sit in,
Say
and I mean Reach has got a pretty good photo there as well that I've been eyeing off. So
Yeah, jump onto Patreon, you get an eye full of that.
yeah. Oh, mate, she's going to get more than an eyeful, trust me.
That's
But yeah, if you guys are done, well, I'm going to off then. 'cause,
Yeah, if you don't mind.
I mean, I got shit to do. I mean, it's 8:00 in the morning, so I got beers to drink. You know.
Yeah, no, fair call.
absolutely.
Yeah, fair call.
Yeah. No. So all right. I'll see you later.
No, cheers, low pitch.
See you, buddy. Maddie, welcome back. Welcome back.
Say good day to Mum Pitch for us.
Oh, sorry. It just takes me a while to walk in and walk around to my chair. That's all. Just painting a picture with my
Are
imagination
you
brush.
related to Low Pitch, or is this like family friend? What's the go?
Look, I met him on Grindr.
Oh, you met him on Grindr.
Well, he
doesn't
seems like a bit of a homophobe.
Yeah, he doesn't seem like he'd be on.
Yeah, he's one of those. What do they call it? On the down low. I think he's.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not
DL.
recording now, are we? So
No,
I think-
he won't hear
I
this.
mean,
Yeah,
safety of the four of us in this room.
Yeah.
He's on the down low. So he's
Jesus.
he's married. Like, I mean, he gets around with other girls, but he's married. But then he does like the occasional blowjob from a dude.
Yeah.
So,
And you're on Grindr.
Which you can obviously help me out
okay.
with.
Well, I got a new phone, and somehow Grindr just ended up on my phone. Yeah. Well,
Straight away.
I'll post
for
a dick.
some reason.
I'll post a dick pic and see what happens.
I don't know what the sound is. Auga! That's probably what the
a
notification
Grindr
sound
notification.
is.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. All right, another iTunes review, 5 stars from Rydessa1 from Australia. I've binged all the episodes over the past 3 weeks and really enjoyed it. Thanks for the laughs, guys. Keep them coming.
Huge effort.
Thank
God,
you.
we've had a couple of people like that recently that have just like binged our
Yeah.
episodes.
Rydessa1, that seems familiar. I know it's
It does
just an
sound
iTunes
familiar.
username.
Is it an Apollo mission?
Oh, Jesus.
No, that'd be a Rydessa mission, wouldn't it?
Well, yeah. I'm sure if
All
I
right.
knew anything about that.
Last iTunes review, 5 stars from Mike from Mount Pleasant in USA. Cooper!
Good start.
Yeah.
Great, funny, insightful. I've never left a comment or rated a podcast. First time. Huge Stargate fan and have been looking for a good podcast ever since Gateworld stopped pumping out theirs. Love the contrast between the long-time viewers and the newbie.
You're welcome.
The friendship between the guys really plays into the laughs and makes it feel like
Oh, so people buy into that.
So we fooled them.
Apparently.
We
Yeah,
fooled
right.
them,
Yeah.
obviously.
We only met each other last week.
makes it feel like
I don't talk
sitting
to
there.
any of these guys outside of this room.
Makes you feel like you're sitting there with them, joking around. Always a good time. Well, minus the Star Trek references. It's
That's a lie.
not at all. It's
Everyone
written
loves
down.
them.
Wow. Keep it up. It's definitely the podcast I look forward to the most every week. From the random tangents to the Robert C. Cooper love.
Oh, mate, you need to listen to more
inverted commas.
podcasts, obviously.
It's a can't miss for any Stargate fan. Well done, fellas.
Oh, cheers, Mike.
Champion. Well done, Mike. Absolute champion.
I got one here on Facebook from Ryan DeSannery. He says, "Hey guys, loving the podcast. Just curious if you guys have listened to the big fin." Yeah, no, I didn't read that before I was going to read it out.
If you could just do that
I've got a.
before you...
I was doing well, but I've got one here from Ryan DeSannery. He's chucked up some
Are
photos.
you trying to do it again? No, mate. Start off.
No,
We're keeping that
I'm,
in.
I'm mentioning photos. I've got one on Facebook here from Ryan DeSannery. He's chucked up some photos of all the
What is it,
Stargate Stargate cast that he's met, and I tell you what,
I saw that.
he's nearly met as many people as High Pitch Matty.
Is Gary Jones in
But
there?
he doesn't brag about
He
it
is.
as much as I do.
He's got one of Gary Jones, RDA, and
That's
Shanks,
Amanda Tapping in the
Shanksy and
middle.
Amanda Tapping, and I don't know who the other guy is. Maybe off Atlantis or some.
Corin Nemec.
Right, Corin Nemec.
Oh,
haven't
mate,
met
you're
him
in for a
yet.
treat.
So I keep hearing.
He's coming to Australia if you guys
Well,
want to go to
something,
Oz Comic Con in Melbourne.
yeah, and that's something Ryan mentioned in his comments is a lot of those photos were taken at the Stargate convention last year that we missed, the one in November.
Oh,
In Sydney.
There was one in Sydney and one in Melbourne that we were going to try and make, but we couldn't get down there. #fathers.
Well, it wasn't us. Reese had the thing.
I just made
Oh
that
yeah,
up. I don't-
the clap.
I wasn't going to say it.
That's all I got, boys. What a
Yeah.
fucking weird episode.
Yeah, I don't know.
This one.
I don't know
yeah.
if I like it when we do it separate to an actual episode or not. I don't know.
No, it was fine.
I mean, I
It's
wasn't
just
here for
like
half of it, so that's.
things
I'll have
got-
to.
You
I'll have
got
to
anything,
listen back
Mitch?
and.
Things got fucking.
Now you
weird.
guys here took care of everything.
Yeah.
So
It's a shame because Mitch did so much prep as well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
just
Oh, we all
gone
do.
to-
Couple
all
of
gone to
screen
waste.
grabs. All right, well, that's a special hairy mailbag episode, just because we were really, blue bagging.
I feel
absolutely.
at least a kilo lighter.
Yeah.
Every time.
And a special thanks to Low Pitch Matty for jumping in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Oh, I hate that guy.
I would say welcome back anytime, but
Yeah. He's definitely like a once a
not a-
season sort of.
he's not a Stargate fan.
Guest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't here, so I don't know what he said, but it was probably pretty rough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Like
I'll,
4 misogynists is too much.
Yeah. we need 3 and a middleman.
No, I'll be very interested to
I don't
see
know how
what
to
he
feel
said.
about that comment, but
Very interested to see what he said when I listen back to the podcast.
yeah, if you want to get involved, if you haven't yet visited or sent in, contributed to the hairy mailbag, get into gate@gmail.com, forward something onto the socials, get into Gate, a Stargate podcast on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Leave a comment on any of our podcasting apps as well.
And if we've missed anything, feel free to just tag us in it or do something because we're
Yeah.
so unorganised that we've definitely missed stuff.
That's
So
pretty
if
much what
there's-
our podcast is based on.
Yeah.
We don't plan anything before coming in here,
No,
Not really.
especially Mitch.
except Maddie.
Matty and I
I've-
do a
Matt-
bit of audio stuff.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's about
Sometimes.
But when it comes to social media, we're pretty inept. So
Yeah.
we miss things all the time. And
Mm.
Just
so,
tag Maddie on Twitter.
Yeah,
That's where he
absolutely.
loves
Yeah.
it. Just
That's
Actually, I tell
definitely
you
a
what,
place to-
Sea
for it to
Patrol's
be
coming
seen.
back. It's actually started to trend after we started hashtagging
Yeah,
Sea
totally.
Patrol.
Yeah, Paw Patrol are doing a special called
Yeah.
Sea Patrol.
Yeah,
You see that? Yeah, you're
we
welcome.
should definitely go.
absolutely.
Yeah. Get
If
photos
you-
with that cast.
if you're on Twitter and you haven't, even if you don't follow us or Gate, but you do listen to the podcast, just tweet at High Pitch Matty. Just flood his Twitter,
yeah,
please.
Sea Patrol
because I
stuff.
check it all the time. So
Yeah,
you'll-
that's what's funny
thing
because you'll
is-
get on it once a fortnight and then be like, "Holy shit, I've got 400
The thing
notifications."
is that Matty's so OCD. If he gets a notification on his phone, he's gonna look at it because he's gonna want to.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I don't. I haven't downloaded the app, so the only way I check
Oh, desktop.
it, the only way I check it is I literally
Oh,
go to
really?
my internet browser and I go to
So you're actually on it a lot more than I thought.
www.twitter.com is the only way.
Probably don't
I'll-
have to do the W's
Yeah.
anymore.
Sure,
But you
okay.
can.
I mean, you totally can.
Yeah, I mean, why?
Just
why
an
neglect the
IT tip.
W?
Yeah.
I mean,
if you're gonna get on a desktop.
Can I just show you something though? Like when you first got back onto Twitter, and I went to search for you to. I think it was an old handle where you were just Matty_Gibson or
Something
something.
like
I
that,
think
yeah.
I was already following you, but I wanted to
Yeah.
see whether you were back on. And obviously you were under. You said I'm under High Pitch Matty, and in the search bar I
mate,
put
everyone wants to be under high pitch.
High Pitch Matty and people, so that it wouldn't just search High Pitch Matty in other tags or texts or anything like that or messages or whatever. It was just people, so at High Pitch Matty. Now I put High Pitch Matty there. You can see in the search bar.
Yep.
The only result that came up was the official Captain America Twitter page.
No way.
What?
And I thought of all things, Matty would
bizarre.
appreciate that because we're Team Rogers. The
Ian
official
Evans.
account for all things at Marvel's Captain America, see Captain America Civil War, blah, 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 blah. But the only result when I searched High Pitch Matty under the people
Why?
tab
That's awesome.
was the Captain America official Twitter
Because Matty was
account.
That's
on there
just-
fucking sprouting some shit about Captain America.
No, I mean they
if
just
you can't tell, me and Brendan aren't Captain America fans.
they just know good bros when they
No,
see
I hope,
him.
I don't, it's not that I dislike Captain America. I just hope he dies in Infinity War.
Yeah, no, he's dead.
I did notice
I-
though, Ashley Ashley OG,
Thank you.
started tweeting. I think you guys got her back onto Twitter because she's done 2 tweets on the 10th of
Oh,
March.
you're stalking her.
Well,
So it
she,
is on your phone.
look, she like.
I'm not always on Twitter, but when I am, I stalk bitches.
Well, no, she
You're not a bitch, Ash.
she liked a couple of my
No,
tweets.
no, I don't mean you in particular. I just mean people.
Other bitches.
you know.
She just happened to like a couple of my tweets, so cop it.
Oh, now you like Twitter.
But
Twitter famous.
but prior to the 10th of March, the last time she did a tweet was September 2015.
Nice.
So maybe you guys got her back on Twitter
Welcome
as well.
back.
She was part
Maybe
of the.
it was obviously you.
Well, no.
Well, we've been doing
Well, it
this
was
show
you. It
since
was you and your
2016.
Twitter. Yeah, that's
so,
right. It was you and your Twitter feed, or you when you started threatening my life
yeah.
on Twitter.
Classic
Oh, the
Twitter.
feud.
The
Well,
feud.
It's not a feud, mate.
Hashtag
It's,
the feud.
it's a
not
goddamn
feud.
promise.
I just told you I'm going to kill you.
Hey,
Because I tagged you
yeah,
as
there's-
Sea Patrol and you said, hey, at the Brendan Gibson, I'm going to murder you. I'm like, okay.
It was good though.
Bit of an overreaction, but I'm happy with it.
You sound like you're upset. You
Like-
keep bringing it up.
Roseanne was funny.
Just trying to start a feud.
Star Trek, I get, but it's like
Keep the feud going.
Yeah.
we're
Makes you
hitting,
famous.
we're hitting Sea Patrol now. Really, like that's.
Mm.
I mean, I don't mind if you guys powder show you've actually seen, but I mean, you don't watch any of the
I've
shows.
seen it.
Yeah, I watched
I watched a couple
the first
episodes back
season
in
when
the
they
day.
had the fucking tugboat.
There's a reason why we don't watch it. That's why we pay it out.
Yeah, because I'm going Blue Healers, Lisa
Yeah, you
McCune,
don't
she's
know,
good.
don't
Yeah.
know what it is. Let's make
Get
fun
on
of
the-
it. That's the Trump
Yeah,
way to
on the
attack things, right?
absolutely.
Lisa McCune, she was like the
Sorry.
Meryl Streep of the Logies.
Yeah,
just like
absolutely.
nominated just for
Yeah.
showing up. you know?
Hate it until you understand it. Is my motto.
Hashtag Make America Great Again. Let's get out of here.
Hey,
Hey,
all right.
You're blaming
I-
us on Trump, but then we told you we've seen it, and you still just completely ignored us.
He meant everything else. Every other show we pay out.
Oh,
I think.
like
Look,
what?
I think low pitch Natty.
Natty?
I think low pitch Matty needs his own Twitter account. I reckon that'll be a fucking cracker.
No, that'll get checked even less than mine. Guarantee you. Still got a Nokia 3310. He can't check Twitter.
Oh, faithful.
Doesn't even know how to spell Twitter.
That's how he opens his beers, just knocks his phone on it. All right, we'll see you back this weekend for more Get Into Gate. We are talking Crossroads.
Shit, yeah.
Yeah,
GetIntoGeek.com.